Alright, Shalom, Shalom is Yahweh Kanan coming in from Fort Worth, Fort Judah. Want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rikar Kadash. Yabon to the apostles, great millstone, citation to all the Akims and Aquas out there. Pretty sure y'all seen, I don't know why it seems like I'm not on the camera. Hold on, my bad, y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all seen the, okay. I'm pretty sure y'all seen me going live on location to the Ku Klux Klan building and so forth. I also have a famous hanging tree that they hung two jakes from, which I'll be at that location doing the breakdown on what's the law of hanging and judgment on what was unlawfully done, as per se. So, you know, prophecy still rolling. Let's go ahead and expose these Edomites for who they truly is. And let's start with the founding of the Ku Klux Klan and so forth. So this is the Redemption Service Study Guide, a roadmap to understanding the present legal status of America today, right? It's a study 2, Birth of the Illuminati, right? So when you go in here, paper blowing a little bit. Okay, it's a guy named Alvin Pike. You know, it's a good document to have, just in case you don't have it. Here it is. There it is. You might want to get that. Okay, so let's go into it. Alvin Pike, show y'all how he look. You know, I'm gonna read the points that I got highlighted. I'm not gonna read all of it. I'm just gonna read what I need for this lesson to edify the Akims and Aquas out there. So it say Alvin Pike. It say most Americans have never heard of this man, let alone what he was famous for. Yet today, Alvin Pike, a former Confederate general of the Civil Rights, remain not only one of the highest esteemed figure in the history of Freemasons in America, but is today recognized by Masonic lodges all over the world as the most famous Mason ever. It say he is so highly regarded by the Mason Lodge that in 1901 they dedicated an entire monument to him in Washington, D.C., thus making him the only Confederate Civil War veteran whom has a statue erected in his behalf within the city limits of the nation capital. The Alvin Pike statue is located exactly 13 blocks of the Capitol building because they indulge in witchcraft. It say he began to Freemason, a sovereign grand commander of the accepted Scottish Rites of Freemason on North America 32 years into his death in 1891. This high upper level he's on. The following year, he received the 4th through 32nd degree of Scottish Rite of Freemason and was soon after appointed Deputy Inspector General of the Arkansas chapter. It say he also returned to Washington, D.C. in 1853 for another special ceremony where he received a Mason Knights Templar of the Washington Command of the KT. Right? Let's keep going. Because this is his, these are the people that you Israelites, y'all once know about. You gotta know about your enemy. Here go his statue in Washington, D.C. But you're supposed to go to the federal building for help and take it out of the state whenever we be killed to get a civil lawsuit. But the federal building got a guy who invented the Ku Klux Klan statue erected in front of. Why ain't nobody saying nothing about that statue? Maybe because it getting to the Masons, and that interloops us today. That's what the Masons trying to do here in Fort Worth. They trying to clean up, and a lot of you black Native Americans on this tribe right here, sign right here, y'all have joined the Masonic lodges in droves, and y'all are part of these Sigma Pi, Delta, Alpha, Kappa. You know what I'm saying? Y'all part of these big brother organizations, and y'all trying to clean up the Ku Klux Klan and bring the Mason Masonic to the forefront. But no, y'all gonna get reminded that the Masons are actually was invented by a man named Alvin Pike, who invented the Ku Klux Klan, And Ku Klux Klan is indulged in witchcraft and masonry because he's a part of the Scottish Rite Freemason. So it's all witchcraft. But no, we're going to show y'all who invented the Ku Klux Klan, this same person. And we have the Ku Klux Klan here in Fort Worth, Texas. And that's why I just did that on-site location. And that's what I'm doing today to edify and to bring out more atrocities that the Ku Klux Klan was doing here in Fort Worth. So let's get it and let's keep moving. It's he had a book that he invented called Morals and Dogma of the Ancient and the Accepted Scottish Rite Freemason. Even to this day, it is considered by Masons to be the Bible of Scottish Rite Freemason the world over. It went down in Mason history as the document or sort or manifesto of Freemason and its principles, just like the Ku Klux Klan. It's let's keep going. I want to get to this part where it says that he invented the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, here it is. Let's get right here. It states, let's go right here. It said, Morals and Dogma of the Ancient Scottish Rites or Freemason. Although no part of the Morals and Dogma books even still mention is made here as a statement Pike made on July 14, 1889 in Paris while attending a summit on the 24th Supreme Mason Council of the World. So this is a worldwide connection. See that? So the Masons is a worldwide connection, but this guy's the founder of the Ku Klux Klan. Let's get that. It's secondly, and even more politically controversy yet, was that Alvin Pike ideas and involvement in creating the Ku Klux Klan. He was the primary source of its origin, although the Masons consistently deny it. Thus, the Ku Klux Klan came into existence as basically no more or less a Mason lodge in of itself, with Pike having written and designed their very rituals. Just another apparent of control from which the illuminists at the top can use mass and utter chaos and confusion, using the Latin phrase the Illuminati refers to as order out chaos, order out of chaos. It's or to make order from out of chaos. That's why they invented the Ku Klux Klan, and then turned right around and recruited the rest of you simple niggas into they Mason Masonic lodges under the guise of the Sigma Pi Delta Kappa. And that's why y'all got to turn the other's cheek of when y'all see this racism. That's what y'all do. Y'all just turn the other cheek, all them the good old boys. It's what else it say? It say, make order out of chaos. How do they accomplish this? Simply, first they create the chaos. It's called, Alvin Pike adopted the Helic dialectic. That's what it's called, Helic dialectic. That's basically chaos out of order. They invented the Ku Klux Klan, let them run free, and then come in as the good guys under federal government investigating them and their crimes all over America in the 60s and say, oh, we stomped the Ku Klux Klan out, we got rid of them, and then today, now it's black identity extremists. But I'm going to show you here in Fort Worth itself that the Klan, which involved a lot of police officers who have committed murders, and no one has went to jail for any of these crimes. But I'm showing you the history of who invented this Ku Klux Klan. It's all Satanism. The Illuminati has long since understood and adopted what is known as Helic dialectic as their primary merchant and tool of manipulation and mass and advancing their agendas. It said today referred to this as problem, reaction, solution. Its concepts are rather simply first you manufacture and create the problem, which then you can and next you amplify the negative impact of the reaction to the problem by promoting the negative impact of and reaction to that problem, which you see them doing today with all this chaos they have going on with Trump stirring up this racial tension and so forth. That's what all that's about. You offer a solution to solve the problem, which you amplify and that you will be easily accepted by those who were originally affected by the problem. See that? And that's what they do. They come in with their police force and so forth. And you know, this is stuff to know, man. That the Ku Klux Klan was invented by Albert Pike. Albert Pike, like, work. See where I'm at on the camera? Before I go into the scriptures and all that. Okay. Ku Klux Klan building in Fort Worth. KKK building, Fort Worth, Texas. So as you can see, this is the building I was at yesterday. You go to Star Telegram, which is their news, and so forth. And you heard what the guy said. That guy who, oh, matter of fact, just let me pull it up, because I said I was gonna read this. It faced demolition. Of course, the owner wanted to demolish it. He owned golden land. They got $1 million construction project going on. Of course, he want to sell that land to the state, seeing that the founders of Fort Worth is none but the Ku Klux Klan anyways. And let's read it. One of the last Klan halls in America, so they revealing, faces the wrecking ball. Should it be saved? It's a once the home of secret meetings and burning crosses, the 1924 Ku Klux Klan Hall north of downtown, which when you look at 1924 Ku Klux Klan, this their way of advertising to other whites too, to come on into the fold. Because when you click on there, right, it takes you to good deed by day, dark deeds by night, the Ku Klux Klan in Fort Worth, which we gonna go back to that. I just wanted to show y'all that, how they got that there, because there's some very important information that show these Edomites getting away with murder. And we're gonna bring the scriptures out on that. But let's bring forward what's been happening here in the secret, in the dark. That's what we're here for. It said, once the home of secret meets the burning crosses, the 1924 Ku Klux Klan Hall north of downtown may be 6 months from the wrecking ball. And that's all Illuminati talk. See that? 6. Okay, right. And then whatever. A city commission is scheduled to decide July 8th, infinity, whether the owner can demolish it in 180 days. But supporters of the local art and service organization, and that's the organization where you seen the Edomite there say that they come and take pictures and use that as a backdrop. That's why they stepping up and saying something. But he don't want to be he don't want to actually give a reason why. He don't want to be interviewed. I'm gonna let this speak. A city commission is scheduled to decide